Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar. My name is Shaista Shaw and I am the Global Head of Marketing at OmniClouds. OmniClouds is the leading provider of ICT as a service. Today, we are presenting a webinar on how to scale your business as an OmniClouds channel partner, presented by Sharif Lutfi, who is our VP Strategic Engagements for Middle East and Africa. Just a little housekeeping before we get started. If you have any questions during the presentation, please type them into the chat box on the control panel to your right. I will bring them up at the end of the presentation, and we will also have some time for questions at the end. Now, without further ado, we will turn the time over to Sharif.
Thank you, Shaista, for the introduction. And welcome all to this webinar, where we will briefly introduce you to our channel program. Our agenda for today will cover who OmniClouds is. At the end of the day, many of you might have never heard of us before, so it's only fair to introduce who we are. We will then go on to what we do and what is our line of business. We will also cover our value proposition that we bring to the marketplace and why we believe we are unique. After that, we will get into the essence of this webinar, which is basically our channel program, how it is built, the philosophy behind it, and the main elements that it is built on. We will then talk about what's in it for you. What are the benefits you get out of this channel program, and why would you join us? And we will wrap up with some key takeaways we would like you to remember at the end of these 15 minutes. And finally, we will open up the floor for Q&As. So, who is OmniClouds? OmniClouds is barely 2 years of age. It's based out of Singapore with many regional offices across Middle East and Africa and coverage in this same territory. We try to promote to our customers the idea of not investing significantly in building complex ICT infrastructure, but rather renting such ICT capabilities as a service for which they pay based on their actual consumption. We like to consider ourselves as a global ICT service provider based on an SDX technology platform. We have presence across the Middle East and Africa in many points of presence in some of the region's main countries. We are a fully partner-led sales-driven company, meaning that we will not sell directly to our customers and that we rely entirely on competent and capable partners whom we consider as our extended team in the respective markets. So what do we do? Well, I mentioned that we provide ICT as a service, but what does that mean more precisely? We offer our customers the ability to extend basic ICT services to their headquarters and branches while optimizing on the CapEx investment they would typically put in place to acquire this technology. We offer services to quickly roll out new branches in a matter of minutes based on a zero-touch provisioning technology, saving them time and significant costs of truck rolls, certified engineers to install and configure many boxes in every branch, and reduce the time to market for any new branch. We provide a branch in a box solution where you can manage your entire branch from a single pane of glass to control your security, your Wi-Fi, routing, switching from one central location without having to struggle with different management systems from different vendors. We provide you with the capabilities of performing load balancing your traffic on multiple connections, be them DSL, MPLS, LTE, or other, and routes your traffic based on the application type. All of this is based on an OpEx model, whereby your customer pays a monthly subscription fee, no upfront investment. We can also provide a certain level of intelligence on top of our platforms where you can get meaningful reports and analytics that will help you make informed business decisions to control your cost, understand how your employees are performing, and how your network is adapted to this. We have the ability to connect you to all the major cloud service providers such as Azure, AWS, GCP, and many more. We help our customers migrate to the cloud and adopt such services as we help them overcome two major obstacles, which we frequently see as main barriers to migration to the cloud. The first obstacle we commonly see is how to migrate the workload, usually in the order of terabytes, to the cloud. This particular task can be very consuming and very expensive at the same time. It might even deter some customers from migrating to the cloud altogether. The second challenge our customers face, and with which we can and which we can help with, is how to adapt their legacy network architecture to more of a hybrid architecture that supports both legacy and cloud services while maintaining the quality of application experience. So, what is it that makes us so special? Any vendor can provide that, right? Well, from a technology perspective, I couldn't disagree with such a statement. At the end of the day, all vendors have more or less the same flavor of the technology, with some features more or some features less that can differentiate them from each other. But our value system, or our value stems from many factors we pride ourselves with. We are agile. We move quickly. You can have your service up and running in a matter of days, something you definitely won't get from any vendor. We are vendor agnostic, so we will be able to offer you the service you want at a reasonable price. Our services are OpEx based, no upfront investment, no CapEx required from the customer's end. We have developed our own infrastructure and can guarantee you SLAs from the closest gateway to you all the way to the application hosted in the cloud. We are flexible in our business models. If you want an on-premises solution, we can provide it to you. If you need it in-country, we can also do that. If you want it hosted or in the cloud, that also we do. We are flexible in managing the service ourselves, jointly with our partners, or entirely managed by our partners. No vendor will offer you such flexibility. There is no infrastructure forklifting every 3-4 years, as we will take care of that for your customers. So that was our value proposition to the end customer. As I mentioned, we're a partner-led sales company. Therefore, we had to put in place a solid channel program that encourages our partners to proactively engage in the market and get rewarded accordingly. We also developed the program in such a way to take away all obstacles to entry. We will not impose any fees whatsoever. We will not ask you to buy demo kits. We will not ask you to bring to the table leads upfront, and we will not ask you to engage without any support from our side. We are conscious that the model we bring to the table is disruptive, and we made sure to make this partnership experience beneficial to all our partners. Our channel program is hence built on 3 main pillars: enablement, engagement, and financial benefits. In the enablement elements, we provide regular sales training. We provide regular pre-sales training. We want to make sure that all our partners are capable of pitching our solutions, pitching our products comfortably and confidently to their customers. We will help you successfully deliver proof of concepts, and we will provide you all training and support on the technical front. We will also provide you with a detailed sales kit with all the arguments, the counter arguments that your customers might position, with all the tools and all the collaterals that you may need. We have also provided a proof of concept kit in a local depot to which you can have access, withdraw the proof of concept devices you need, and send them back once you are done. On an engagement front, we have dedicated a strategic engagement manager and a channel system engineer to help you in any engagement you have with your customers. If you feel you are not confident enough or you feel you need an extra push, we are here for you. We are here to provide you with all the resources you will need in any engagement. We will help you in responding to RFPs. We will help you in presenting to customers wherever and whenever it is needed. We will also sit with you on a regular basis to go through joint business planning and review of where we stand from this plan. We will jointly engage with you on deals. We will create leads for you and we will share them with you. We will also help you in any form of market development activities and marketing related activities. This is all very good, but if it's not financially rewarding, then it won't work. It has been, therefore, extremely important to make this engagement, this enablement, very financially rewarding. We have developed our program with rebates in mind, incentives on all sorts of different types of engagement, incentives on lead creation. If you want to be proactive in the market and create leads for us, you will be incentivized on them. If you bring in large deals beyond a certain limit, we will incentivize you on these big deals. If you bring in long duration contracts, our contracts are typically 12, 24, and 36 month long. If you bring in 36-month long contracts, you will be incentivized for these long duration contracts. And last but not least, spiffs for the best partner sales teams. The individual performers who contribute the most to retiring revenue will be rewarded accordingly. So if I were to summarize what's in it for you to become an OmniCloud's partner, you may benefit from the following. Higher margins. Now think of it this way. If your customer is buying a $200,000 solution and you can provide it at 70, you're already saving him 130,000. You can still push up your prices a little bit and make a higher margin on that because anyways, he is making significant savings. You have no overheads because it's a zero-touch provisioning solution. You do not need to do any truck rolls. You do not need to go on the customer side to do an installation box by box, command line by command line. There are no overheads that are affecting you. You are subject to tempting rebates, incentives, and spiffs. And this can contribute to increasing your margins. You might not see them upfront, but you will see them towards the end of the period during which the rebates, incentives, and spiffs are being pushed out. Shared leads. We will help you generate leads. We will share the leads we generate with you. We will reward you if you go the extra mile and generate these leads yourselves. Zero cost to join. You do not have to spend a penny. No hidden costs, no hidden agendas behind this. All obstacles have been taken down for you to join comfortably and without any obstacles. And we will provide you with the sales kit as well as regular enablement and engagement support on any deal you need in order for you to feel comfortable talking to your customers and pitching our solution. So if there were a few takeaways I would like you to leave with, I would like you to remember the following. OmniCloud offers a compelling and a unique market offering that has got traction and has proven to be successful. We believe in creating value jointly with our partners by complementing your offerings and having a joint offering that adds value to your customers. We will provide our partners, you, with full support throughout the entire partnership lifecycle. We will also provide our partners with tempting benefits and financial rewards. With that said, I would like to thank you all for your attention, and let's open the floor to your questions. Shaista, back to you.
Thank you, Sharif. We will go ahead and take some time for questions now. Just a reminder, please be sure to type your questions into your chat box. If we cannot answer all your questions today, we request you to email us and we will revert to you within the next 24 hours. For some questions to come through now. And it seems like we have a question wherein we've been asked what are the benefits of being, sorry, I'm just putting that again. It says, what is the typical life cycle for closing deal? And this is by, yes, Sharif. The question says, what is the typical life cycle for closing deal? Thank you very much. And we will just answer this question. Sharif, over to you.
Okay, so in terms of life cycle of closing a deal, it really depends on which sector we're dealing with. It depends on the complexity of the requirements. It depends on the solution that is required by the customer, the scale, obviously. So, I mean, it can be anything from some of the services we offer are as simple as maybe 1 week to a few weeks. And can go all the way up to several months of engagement. It depends on how complex the solution is. So I'm afraid I don't have a clear-cut answer to that, but it really depends on the type of opportunity we're talking about.
We do have a few more questions coming in, and it says, please talk more on the POC kit.
Okay, so we have an arrangement with a logistics company where we centralize the proof of concept kit, which is basically customer premises equipment, which we host, as I mentioned, in this logistics company. Any partner who is registered with us has the right to go to this logistics company, claim the number of CPEs they require for a proof of concept for free. And when they are finished with their proof of concept, they will be asked to send these equipment back to this logistics facility. With regards to the engagement on the proof of concept itself, we will dispatch resources to help you on these proof of concepts. We will make sure that you have a clear guideline on how to deliver these proof of concept, and we have clear success metrics that measure how successful this proof of concept has been.
Thank you, Sharif. We do have another question here as well. It says, why don't you have a standard models for OmniCloud systems or units?
Okay, so I'm not really sure what standard models is, but we do have a standard offering. So our offering is based on 3 or 4 basic services, and they are priced according to the duration of the contract, 12, 24, or 36 months, the type of the offering itself, so the product in that case, the kind of services that are required to be activated on this product. So we can have standard services, we can have security-enabled services, we can have some extra add-ons that are required, and each of these are priced as an add-on on top of the basic service. And that's basically it. So we do have a standard offering. We do have a comprehensible pricing model, which corresponds to the capacity, the throughput that the customer requires. It depends on the product, obviously, being positioned and the duration of the contract.
Thank you, Sharif. We do have another question as well. And I think, sorry, they say, I mean model numbers. that he can select from on your website? I think they're talking about the same person saying that what they mean is the model numbers that they can.
Yeah, understood. So we're happy to share that with you, and that's available. We can do that. Not a problem.
Thank you very much. And we do have another one as well. And they're saying, can you share with us models and their configurations?
Okay, so at this point in time, I don't have any slides that are ready for this, but if you would like more details, I'm more than happy to send it to you via email or have a more in-depth discussion. That's totally okay with me.
Thank you very much. And again, what are the requirements for partnership? This question was sent earlier on as well, and it's coming again.
Okay, so what are the requirements for partnership? Well, as I mentioned, we made it a point to take away most obstacles for anyone to become a partner. We are very interested in companies that work in cloud, in offering cloud services to their customers, companies that have an installed base of customers on the cloud, or customers who are interested to migrate into the cloud. Those are typically the criteria we look after. We have a full detailed list of criteria which we can also share with you, but there is nothing really sophisticated about it. It's we have a business planning sheet which we work on together with the partners to qualify whether we see potential value or not. One of the very important requirements for us is to make sure that there is no conflict of interest or overlapping offering from both sides. We want to make sure that whomever we partner with we do not come into a competitive situation with them, and we want to make sure that whatever they are offering on top of what we do creates value to our customers. So those are basically the criteria we look for.
Thank you very much, Sharif. We have another one as well. It says, who are your partners in Saudi?
Okay, so Saudi is a market we are just penetrating because of all of the situation that took place throughout this past year. We are working on actively recruiting partners in Saudi. We do have a couple. I prefer not to mention names right now, but we are on a very active campaign to recruit more partners in Saudi Arabia.
Thank you very much. And they say, another one is that, can you please share the criteria and other presentation for models?
Yes, as said, reach out to us and we'll share with you more details if that's needed.
Thank you very much. And we have another one. How do you generate leads?
Okay, I think that question is for you, Shaista.
Yes, thank you very much. I think it's by Jesse James. Thank you very much, Jesse. We will be share with us your email address, and what we can do is we can share with you the process of how we can help you with generating leads. And basically, we are with you at every step. And as we say, your success is our success. And I can explain everything in much more detail. Yeah. And I think one.
Let me add just one point here, Shaista, if you don't mind. So we have our contact centers, and we have a process of qualification of potential customers. We know the criteria, the profile of the customers we look for, and we actually conduct campaigns to call out these customers, work on qualifying whether there is an opportunity or not. And once it is qualified, we start sharing those with our partners. We can go into more details, as Shaista mentioned, but that's very roughly how it works.
Thank you very much, Sharif. And I think we'll just make time for last two more questions, please. And after that, if you have any questions, we will be more than happy to send them on email. The last two questions that we have here is, do you have any partner in Kuwait as well?
Okay, so that's another area where we're trying to get active in. As far as I recall, I don't think we have one right now.
Okay, thank you, Sharif. And the last question that we're taking for now is, what is your POC kit model?
Okay, so the kit models we actually have a wide range of devices. So we try to make sure that we cover all of the possible models. We obviously won't have them all because it's a very wide range, but we try as much as possible to have a different selection of proof of concept kit models that allow us to provide different capacities, different throughput, different features, especially if we're talking about security-related features, Wi-Fi, LTE support, and so on. So there is a wide range which is available. As I mentioned, it will not cover the entire range we have, but it will cover at least the most important features that we can provide to our partners.
Thank you very much, Sharif. And once again, I think if you have any questions, please feel to email us at marketing@omniclouds.com for any further questions. And thank you, everyone, for being here. We really appreciate it. The recording of the session will also be available on YouTube, and we will be sharing the link with all our participants shortly via email. Feel free to share and watch the webinar again at your own convenient time. Thanks again for joining us, and we will see you next time. Thank you very much, Sharif, for presenting, and thank you everyone for joining us.
Thank you all
Thank
for being
you.
here.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.